have spent a lot of time in rooms with Kamala Harris. In 2007, I was arrested in San Francisco for a robbery. Kamala Harris, she came to a lot of my court appearances. The main reason for that was because I was not a resident of San Francisco at the time I was arrested for the robbery. So she decided to use my case as well as several tenderloin dope cases, people that lived in the town that were coming over on BART selling dope in the L's, those people, to say that people were coming to San Francisco just to commit crime. Now, in my case, she was right. I got on BART from downtown Oakland and came across the bridge, and that's exactly what the fuck happened. However, in so doing, she kind of went above and beyond and, really went outside the lines, in my opinion, just to kind of make it harder on me to get a better deal. I just recall her as a very scary person. I recall her as a very angry person, quite frankly, and just bitter. I have never seen her smile in person, that's for damn sure. And at the end of that court proceeding, I ended up pleading guilty and getting a fair sentence that I thought was for sure fair. I still ended up going to prison, but I thought it was for sure fair to get my little 3 years. I was happy. I was thrilled. But I had to come out of pocket with a whole bunch of bread for a lawyer before that shit happened. Anyway, I'm not really making this video to debate the rights or the wrongs of my actions. I'm more or less making this video to say that with her now as the Democratic nominee for president of the United States, I'm not torn. I'm a little bit weirded out, because this woman who up until this point in time I have hatred for, or had hatred for, I think I'm still gonna fucking vote for her. It's weird, right? Like, people are probably gonna hear this like, damn, she came to all your court dates when she was DA, she tried to just get you railroaded, da 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 da. Why would you ever want that woman to have any sort of power or whatever? She's not a sex offender. And the other dude is a white old man that's a sex offender. That's fucking racist. So it's like, my choice is this lady that terrified me when I was a young kid, 19-year-old kid, or this racist old white dude that's a fucking sex offender? Like, what? This is really the political spectrum that we are in. And so I say all that to say this. I know it ain't gonna be this year, but I think it's about time we start talking about voting more felons into politics, for real. Because if we're gonna allow a sex offender to not only be on the ballot, but occupy like space in our heads and time and shit like that, then why the fuck can't robbery fucking convicts run for president? Or why the fuck can't the ex-dope dealer, whatever, run for fucking this and that? And so I say all that to say this. If it was possible, I think that the better option would not have been Harris. It would have been a person that's been through some life experiences, maybe felonious ones, I don't know, but just that, was just a little younger maybe and a little more in touch with real ass people. Kamala Harris she's a person of color, which is great, and she's a woman, which is great. I'm all for supporting both those things. But I can think of a lot more women of color that I'd rather support, or women, or people of color, or just humans, any fucking human, than her. Yeah, she's got a lot of experience in prosecuting people, like myself, but I've got a lot of experience in college, I got a lot of experience in prison, I got a lot of experience in the job force, I got a lot of experience a whole bunch of different places, and I bet I can get along with more different people than she can. In fact, I know I can. So it's interesting. Anyway, fuck Trump, fuck sex offenders, and there's my spiel.